Welcome back to a little bit more Caves of Cut. Last time we cleared out this historic site and also visited the Spindle for the first time, where we met the Earl of the Omnaport? Anyways, we now have actually just randomly gained some extra reputation with them, so maybe we can try and convince them to help us. We did get a recoiler for the location that is over here in Omanport, the Ezra recoiler, but I'm actually just gonna walk back, hoping that we're gonna get some additional items or ruins along the way, because I would like to have a little bit more trade goods and maybe some interesting things. We smell some roasted boar nearby. Would we like to investigate? You discover Bone Void, Goat Folk Village. Basically, when you smell roasted boar, that is where you find goat folk villages. Sometimes literally just a singular goat folk person. And who is immediately just dashing straight ahead, not letting them get to do anything whatsoever. There's one more shooting from the east, one more from the north. Looks like there's not a whole lot of goat folk here, so I guess we are just raiding random goat folk villages at this point, because that is apparently our source of experience. And well, I never claimed to be the good guy in this adventure, did I? Normally I play the goody two shoes, but in this case I don't think I could even say that with even some remote confidence. Grab some longswords. There's some just in here. I do wonder whether these random goat folk villages would actually be interesting to trade with, or just kind of visit in general, if you had like friendly reputation with the goat folk. I'm overburdened because I'm apparently also butchering these poor goat folk. My goodness, I'm failing real bad. Well, we got a bunch of goat jerky. I guess that's just gonna be how it's going to be. There's two more goat folk bullies. That's literally what they are called, goat folk bullies. And as such, they do not survive for much longer. You could argue that if they were to just, you know, talk with me instead of attacking me, I would not be necessarily murdering them. And that is, at least in my case, very true. But I also, considering that I distinctly know when I smell some roasted boar, I'll encounter goat folk, that I could also just stay away from them, you know. But it's a brutal game, and I'd like to try and win another run if I can manage. Although we're currently lacking a lot of tools that I previously had that I no longer have. Notably, I don't have a get out of jail card, if you will. That is to say, I don't have a way to teleport away reliably. I also don't have a way to phase through walls or anything like that. Basically, teleportation reliable or phasing through walls would be my two main sources of getting out of harm's way if I absolutely need to, kind of things. Anyways, that's all we find in this village for now. Let's keep going north, 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 north. And we're lost. Regain my bearings by finding your surroundings. That's interesting that we landed in the southwest of this map. I assume that's because there's just a river across the bottom of the upper area. And do we find anything? Nothing so far. Oh, Thisuthot. Wow, that is... what are you? Thief Susoth, legendary voider and virtuoso weaver, loved by arachnids and admired by cats for praising their homesteads. He has a rainbow weave cloak equipped, quills and fangs. We're only getting negative reputation by killing them. I would be very interested in that rainbow weave cloak though, because I actually genuinely don't know what that is. But if I can help it at all, I would like to become friends with them. But that might be easier said than done. Let me think about this. I believe it was Bardo who has the Beguiled spell. I don't know how much mental armor these guys have. Also, he burrowed a channel through my mind, but he got reflected by the mental mirror because we resisted it. So, there's also these little guys around here. Scorpiox. I assume these are kind of his minions. Let's see if we can arrange it that I might be able to not murder them. Engage defensively only. Engage defensively only. Engage defensively only. And I'm going to go to the other screen. Run away a little bit. And we're going to have Bardo go on a solo mission for now. Dominate creature, Bardo. Let's see whether your beguiling might have any merit. I wonder whether there's any way I can improve your... ego here. We have a +2. If we had the ability to cook something, maybe? Let's see. Sunglasses would give +1, but that is not enough in order to get +1 more. We can equip the Flume Flyer. That actually might be an idea. That way we increase our chances of this working. Plus I could use Berate on them too. Alright. So... actually, I don't want to give them the Fume Flyer because he's gonna use it. Let's see if they're following. They're not following us. Okay. So... let's see. Do I have enough skill points? I do not. If I had enough skill points, I could learn Berate, which gives the enemy a -4 penalty to their mental armor, I think. Actually, it's -4 to willpower, which is -2 mental armor. So that's that. So I was gonna Berate and then take over Bardo's mind, but in this case, let me give Bardo some sunglasses. Wait, I don't have any sunglasses anymore, do I? Do I have sunglasses? Sunglasses... I don't see sunglasses. Maybe if we have them, they are equipped on you. Let's see, Smiling Sun Mask, no, okay, so never mind, we can't do this. So we're just gonna try and have Bardo go on a solo mission, beguiling this, hopefully, friend soon. Apparently there are Scorpiox over there, because if I go to the west right now, I'm attacking a Scorpiox. Okay, there's also the Spartic. Spartic is stuck over there. I don't see the legendary Voider right now. If we are unlucky, they might have died. I say unlucky because I would love to do the water ritual with them to get a reputation with arachnids. Giant dragonfly corpse. No, they're not dead. Where are they? Did they teleport away or something? We just dismembered that poor Gershling. Goodbye. Ow. Took a bunch of damage from that Spartic. Hit you. Scorpiox too. Get stuck in the web. Huh, where did they go? I guess Voiders can teleport if enemies are nearby. Maybe they got attacked by dragonflies. Oh, I got paralyzed. I need to be careful around the Scorpiox. They are relatively low level compared to where I am. But I still need to be careful. Plus, we know that our potential new friend has Sunder Mind as a ability. Oh, they're shooting somebody over there. There's our potential new friend to the west. Let's see if we can fight them. I'm gonna just dismember you. Goodbye. Or not goodbye. Those goat folk bullets survived for quite a while. Alright, that is not the voider friend that we're looking for. Must be this one on the northwest. Let's see. Oh, Sundermind. We're gonna sprint to change screens. In order to break the channel. There's another goat folk Yurt Warden, I think these are. Yeah, the ones with the guns are the Yurt Wardens. Dismember. And I missed, that's okay. Elastine Slippers and the Carbide Battle Axe. I can pick up these items later if we are successful. So these two spiders are clearly attached to the Greater Voider. And apparently they're not being attacked by the goat folk, which I'm slightly surprised by. Flurry. Knock out the bully. And that bully is very dead. Ooh, please don't do that. I'm gonna charge this guy. Once I'm one step closer. Ouch. And he's very dead. He has some ulnar stimulators. And this friend on the southeast is just going for the east. Let's see if we can catch up. Kinda like before, I would like to be able to be... Oh, did he go into the south screen? I think they switched screens. Maybe. Please stop doing that. No, it's not here. Maybe to the east? This is where we are. Where did the Voider go? Maybe they teleported. Flurry on you. Please stop attacking me. Thank you very much. You smell goldfolk to the west. And it prevents you from resting, is what it's trying to tell me. Hello. Oh, dismember. Bonk. Chop off your arm. No more throwing, please. Alright. See if the Voider is somewhere in this field still. I think Ubu has the better heightened smell, because she randomly invested multiple points into it. Oh yeah, right. Bardo cannot get stuck in webs. I can actually just walk through them. I don't have to worry about that part. Just Quillipedes. Not here. Oh, did it just go away? What am I attacking? You must miss your bite. Goatfolk Yurt Warden. There's just a random Goatfolk Yurt Warden on the north screen. And also one of those that has mental abilities. Church. Oh ho ho, good thing I'm by myself. There's nothing I can attack. He was to the east. I'm confused. I'm running further to the east. Running away. Hi, you did not want to come over here, let me tell you. Wait until healed. Salamander to the south. It prevents me from resting. That is really inconvenient. Anyways, where did the Voider go? That's crazy. That just disappeared. It must be somewhere. And it did go south, so maybe it just went further south. Go away, please. Huh. Dismember. Blurry. Please go away. Oh, in the southeast. There. There they might be. Please go away. To keep running away. Yeah, it is. Okay. I didn't realize they could switch screens like this. Oh, and they switched in the corner, so... It's not here. Maybe to the east. Maybe northeast? It is northeast. Let's dash. This could be actually really dangerous, I just realized, because now I would no longer be able to switch screens easily. Alright. Charge. And you teleported me, of course. That is so inconvenient. We have 115 movement speed, so theoretically, on a creature that has just 100 movement speed, we are gaining speed on. I think it's on the west there. Yeah, it is. My goodness. Please. I would like to technically talk to you. We need to dash outside the screen. Although it didn't seem to deal any damage there. Sprint. What? Instead of dash, I'm gonna sprint. Alrighty, attempting to beguile. There we go, we got a friend. Sweet, okay. So theoretically, this friend here would be attached to Bardo now. We can actually recall Bardo by entering domination. Bardo is gonna teleport over here, and this is our new friend. Fisusoth, legendary voter and virtuoso weaver. Anxious legs, grown longer in the vacated space around it, ply the mineral dirt. A drop of gastric flux sloshes inside the stomach orb, powering its instinctual rotation of the local ley. Alright. Listen, buddy, I just wanted to tell you that you look amazing, and I wanted to be your friend. I'm actually not gonna take them with me, but I am curious what their stats are gonna be. Idly weaving. Your thirst is mine and my water is yours. I only had to murder your friends in order to be able to do that. Well, reputation with arachnids increased by 125, and reputation with cats increased by 100. Okay, we can theoretically learn lunge from this guy if we had enough reputation with arachnids, and they don't seem to be interested in anything we have to share. Which is a bit of a shame, because I would love to just get more reputation with them. And I'm just gonna wait until I can dominate creature again. Let me actually just check your stats. And also maybe the Rainbow Wave Cloak after. Alrighty, telepathy, sunder mind, teleport other. Yeah, this friend here has very low willpower and ego, which is why beguiling worked, and they basically did no damage with sunder mind at all, because it is highly reliant on having a high ego stat. So sunder mind is scary, but not on a character that has functionally no ego. Teleport other is what I think voiders always have, so do they have with spider webs. Night vision, psychic glimmer, well, psychic glimmer is from me. This always shows the psychic glimmer that my character has, rather than the character I'm currently controlling. Level 22, 143 HP is a bit on the lower side, honestly. And skills, they do apparently have short blaze expertise, but that's about it. Bunch of other skills they could invest into if they wanted to. Really good agility. And Quills is this guy's special mutation, 25 dodge value. So yeah, this guy was just running away from us. He did not want to engage in combat at all and just teleported away. Basically just reacting entirely defensively. Now, what is your Rainbow Weave Cloak? I've literally never seen this before. Points of this contiguous matter flock in a crescent to a mock wind. Together they bend light across its full spectrum and blur the wearer's torso to a polychrome mess. Has a 50% chance to reflect light-based attacks, sending them back to the way they came, plus or minus to 120 degrees. That's a really good cloak. To be fair, the only light-based attacks I know of are lasers. Which, you know, still seems pretty good. But I don't actually want to be rude to them and take away the Rainbow Wave Cloak. I literally just wanted to be friends. So what I'm gonna do here, as I mentioned before, I'm not the good guy, but simultaneously I don't have to be the bad guy either. I'm gonna tell them to stay here, just stay in the forest, do whatever you do. Find new friends? No, I feel bad again. And good luck to you, friend. Anyways. Oh, I'm lost. Actually, can I ask you? No, I can't ask you about being lost. Because... oh, we're still lost. Anyways, let's continue trying to find our way. Make some jerky for some maximum HP. Basically, whenever I'm hungry, I just make some jerky for maximum HP just in case we run into something unexpectedly dangerous. Which, because I am psychically dazzling, if you will, is always a possibility. It's just a random boar. Hi. Goodbye, boar. I could go and pick up the items, I guess, from the goat folk we murdered down south, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What did you guys just fight just now? Hello. Do you mind if I take whatever you found? Might have been just a random boar there. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go over down southeast, pick up whatever this was. Nothing here. Defanged Gurshling, just some steel boots. Maybe something over here. There is indeed a square cap. The square cap actually gives +1 ego for a helmet. In conjunction with the fume flyers, this would have been +1 more. But in case you're curious, we could absolutely just have our companions. Also, you guys can engage aggressively again, that's fine. We absolutely could have our companions. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna do that in a second. We could absolutely have our companions get other companions. They can proselytize as well as beguile if they have the ability to do so. But, as I've mentioned before, there's some downsides where the minions don't seem to get experience from various sources if they are attached to my minions. And after you recruit through 3 additional friend characters, it gets really messy. These are rank fangs. Basically, this is a face item with the weapon class of short blades. Causes bleeding on critical hit, +100 reputation with Gush, and 5% chance to poison, disease, and rust on hit. Oh, rust? I actually don't want to rust enemies. I also don't want to disease enemies. But basically, I'm looking actually for Gushling fangs that I can give over to Gnomo, so she can do even more multiple attacks, because, well, she definitely benefits from the ability to attack many enemies at a time, or many times at a time, not many enemies. There's the battle axe, and there was the Elastine slippers. Elastine slippers give 10 movement speed. I wonder if Noma is going to equip those if I give it to her. Let's see. She did. She unequipped the leather boots, and now she has extra movement speed. Very nice, and also more dodge value than before. There's an Elastine skull cap, so another carbide battle axe, a sower seed. I'm not over capacity yet, which is good to know. Longsword, ulnar stimulators. They also have an extra chem cell for us, and some seeds, sower seed. Alright, also some random other creatures. There's a snakeskin armlet. Oh yeah, right, we did briefly go up north here. Potter's knife, might as well grab that. That seems to be a folded carbide battle axe. It is indeed. Slightly different blue color. Hi, would you like to donate some items as well? HE missiles. They each weigh 1 pound. And it's ammunition and not worth all that much, so I tend to just ignore them. Although you can argue I should grab them for our Tincture monkey to disassemble them. And you would not be wrong. There's a bunch of Naphtali just fighting the enemies here. You know, I just realized I could have just asked the Naphtali for directions, but I forgot. Because I'm not usually friends with the Naphtali, and I'm lost immediately again. Go south. There's water down there, so that's fine. I think we cannot ask monkeys because they're not capable of speech, but the Naphtali, I believe, are, and there's a Naphtali friend. You ask about your location and are no longer lost. Thank you very much. Where is your minion? My minions are behind me. And we made it back to Omonport. This weird fly is still over on the east. Let us head over to our friend over here and see whether we can actually just ask for the spindle, because we are such good friends with the Consortium of Phyta. Let's see. How can I appease you? I need to be loved by the Consortium of Phyta. I've never actually reached that before. Then again, I've only ever done this quest 2 times before, so... Let's do this. Hear me, Asphodel. I am a dear friend to the Consortium. I ask that you reconsider. We need to be loved by the Consortium of Phyta in order for this to be a successful appeal. You have finished the steps. Secure the spindle of the quest, the Earl of Omonport. Oh, it's you. You are a dear friend, indeed, of course, of course. You and your bear friends are most welcome, my spindle. You're kind, Earl Asphodel. You have my thanks. I didn't actually realize this does not actually cost you your reputation with the Consortium of Phyta. That is fascinating. So the alternative way would be basically, you call in a council. So basically, the way I understand it, and I'm not entirely sure, any faction whose reputation you have reasonably high, like villages that you might have gained random reputation with because you killed a bunch of legendary that hated that legendary, etc., they will send effectively delegates. Usually there's also the Barathromites that send some delegates because you have a decent amount of reputation with them. It can be the wardens too, I believe. Basically just a bunch of villages or whatever your highest reputations are. And then what you can do, you have 3 options at that point. You have the option to sow chaos. And spoilers for people who don't want to know. Sowing chaos means that you just tell lies about what the Omonport, the Earl of Omonport actually wants to do, Asphodel here, and they get really, really angry. But you gain extra reputation with the factions that have reconvened here, but you also need to fight and kill the Earl. The other part is... You can come back now. The other part is... You would basically just pay 50 reputation with all of the factions that have convened here. You can split the reputation between 2 of the faction, minus 100 I believe, or you can actually even betray one faction entirely and just burden them with whatever that means. Anyways, we are so friendly with the Consortium of Phyta that we could just ask, hey buddy, we are really, really, really good buddies, right? Please let us just be even better buddies by you just being nice to us. And the Earl indeed was. You harvest a banana, because there was a banana on this banana tree, so I just grabbed it. Alrighty. Hi, Sixru, do you have another item? Oh, you do. Ho, painted fullerite plate mill. Let's take a look what this has. Corax's story, and apparently we already had that one. An odd trinket, a drop of nectar. I would like to have that one too, as I would like to have this painted Craysteel longsword. There's also a flawless Craysteel battle axe. So let's see, what do I want? I want these 2 weapons. I would like to have the drop of nectar. Drop of nectar you can put into your food, and 25% of the time you get +1 to all your stats. It's actually really good potentially. Craysteel shard mail. It's really, really good armor. 6 defense and additional elemental defenses. Then extra gauntlets, which I believe we can still use a bunch of these. Maybe even the fullerite plate mail, because I think this would technically be an upgrade for some of our friends. Although I think, yeah, Bardo has spines, so you actually cannot equip those. Anyways, we will need a lot of money, 3,631, but there's a reasonable chance we have all we need. I'm just gonna grab all of the books here too, just in case we need to pay a little bit extra. We can make up the difference by investing some books as a trade good instead. Although I have the slight suspicion that we might be fine in terms of money with all of these crazy items here. Grab all of them from Gnoma. Then you keep the battle axe because we give you a second one. Grab the books, the ulnar stimulators. And just gems and such. Just in case. I highly doubt I need all of these things, but just in case, I'm also grabbing the water for direct trade goods. Alrighty, we almost certainly have enough money. I want the crystal shard mail. Actually, who needs a crystal shard mail? Some of you have one now, right? Actually, no, you don't. Well, maybe you do, but no, you have quills. You have a crystal coronet and leather braces. Carbide longsword, yeah, definitely is an upgrade. Fullerite gauntlets. You can't equip gauntlets, but you can equip gauntlets. Alright, you know what? The easiest way is to just check by dominating them. So, you could use an armor upgrade. This has 5 defense and -3 evasion. You, my friend, could use new gauntlets. These only have 3 defense and -3. Believe the crystal gauntlets are just going to be strictly better. And I don't know if it will supersede your Fullerite 2-handed axe. It is double counterweighted, so it's actually pretty good for, you know, hitting. Bounding boots, that's correct. And check you real quick. You also have a nanoweave vest equipped, as well as Fullerite gauntlets. Right. Let us begin. Crystal armor, flawless crystal gauntlets. I actually don't know if we have flawless crystal gauntlets equipped or just crystal gauntlets. I guess I'll see. I would like to have the drop of nectar. In case you're curious what the black puma haunch is, I don't actually know. I think it is used for some tinkering that I ended up not thinking was particularly useful or interesting when I was looking into it. But unfortunately, I couldn't tell you right now. No, we don't sell the fume flyer. I'm just going to keep that because it's unique. We already have a third of what we need. Then sell the default gland. We keep the flashbang grenade. As mentioned, this is part of the cure for monochrome if we ever contract that. I would like to be able to remove that if we get it. We're almost there already. I haven't even dipped into our ranged weapon arsenal yet. Plus we have a ton of money. I'm actually not gonna sell more than this, just because we have a ton of extra water on top of it. Although we could just grab this auto trinket and see what it is. You know what, I'm gonna do that. So I need a little bit more money in this case. 4,000, let's say 3,800 is good enough. Let's shoot for that number. We need like 200 more, 150. Put these two in, and that's a good number. Alright. Could also buy the gold nugget. Just trade in an extra sniper rifle for less weight that we carry around. And I think that's good. 258 extra water invested. Oh, I'd like to... Well, actually, at this point, I might as well just keep the folding chairs, really. Because these folding chairs are useful for... tinkering materials. In fact, I should probably just give somebody the folding chairs in general anyways. Alright, so... These are the otherworldly gloves of Gridgate. They have 3 defense. So we equipped the flawless ones. These were only crystal gauntlets. Now we have flawless crystal gauntlets. So these are just 1 defense better. We are all the way up to 18 defense, which is a lot. Plus the shield, if it... Well, whenever we get to block with the shield, it's plus 3 defense on top of that. So we are not invulnerable, but really well on this thing. Thermoelectric cell with 8 grams of lava. Ah, I see. That's why it was so expensive, because there was 8 grams of lava in there. And as we know, lava is actually quite expensive if you can buy or sell it. And this is one of the few ways where we can functionally carry more lava than just one at a time. Alrighty, so who do we give what? That's an excellent question. I'm mostly worried about Gnomo because she's just lower level, so I'm gonna give her the crystal armor. So we no longer need the flexive sturdy carbide plate armor. We can sell that one once he gets to it. I believe the others two both have nanowave vests, which have 1 less defense but 2 extra evasion. Functionally like 5 extra evasion compared to that one. Then one of you had... You have full right gauntlets, you have, I think, carbide gauntlets. So you get the regular Cry-Steel gauntlets. There you go. The do double boo foo poo foo. He traded my named gauntlets for his named gauntlets. And you get another flawless Crystal Axe. So hopefully he's gonna equip both now. Ah, come on, buddy. We need to force him to equip this. I actually don't even know, like, genuinely, it might still be better to just straight up use the full right axe. Let's actually compare. This is 1d8 plus 3 damage, plus plus 2 chance to hit, thanks to it being double counterweighted. But it is a 200 weapon. As opposed to using a flawless Crystal Axe, which is the same damage rolls, 1 less armor penetration for what it's worth. And of course not the chance to hit, but equipping this like this allows Bardo here to have an additional chance to attack with an additional axe, which I think could be better, but I would not bet whether that's better or not. I just think it could be. Anyways, we give the full right two-handed over to Gnomo so he doesn't equip them anymore. Because I think, especially once I finally get around to giving him extra multi-weapon fighting, it will just be significantly better. Anyways, that's that part. He also has 235 experience. We could give him Juke, but that one is kind of annoying. Juke is an active skill, cooldown of 40 turns. You move one square at no cost. You may swap squares with hostile opponents. They will swap randomly all the dang time. And it is really annoying. It is a fantastic ability if you're using this as a player, but if your AI control characters just randomly decide to use the ability to swap, it's just not fun, honestly. Okay, he does not have enough willpower to get Iron Mind or Lionhearted. I think he should be reasonably close. 2 more. Besides that, I don't really have anything I want to give you. Do I? Anything more in access? No, you just need more strength for that. We'll get there. Anyways, for now we don't need any more skills. Importantly, Ubu, you get a new sword. We now have a flawless... Actually, no, that's just a regular Cray-Steel sword, but it's better. I thought it was better. You're not equipping it? This one is sharp. +1 to penetration molds. It has 7 penetration as opposed to 6 penetration, 2d6. Is sharp better? According to the AI, it is. But I don't know if it just adds like +1 to the power value to this thing. Huh. I genuinely have no idea. Maybe if we find a flawless one. Anyways, I'm gonna keep that on her. Maybe she's gonna switch it out later. +1 penetration rolls. Maybe really good. Let's see, this is 6 penetration, this is 7. Yeah, I mean, it can add extra multipliers. I just don't know the math behind it in order to know which one is better. The AI thinks the carbide sword with sharp is better, so sure, why not? We're just gonna keep it that way then. Anyways. I'm carrying too much to move. Right, that's very fair. Because I have a bunch of water on me. Give you a bunch, and you can also have the chairs and all the trade goods. It's kind of most of the things I want to give you, and I'm gonna give you all of the ranged weapons because I know you cannot equip them. Which is a good thing. Speaking of which, what is my ranged weapon? It's an arc winder right now. I might want to unequip this one and only equip it whenever I need it. Because I'm not using my temporal fugue because I don't want to accidentally, well, have my allies, my duplicates if you will, shoot myself. Okay. We also have not actually met this character over here. Zotham the Penitent. The mayor actually pointed us towards his direction if you were looking for any quests. He's an interesting character. Live and drink, wayfarer. Cause no strife here, and we will have no quarrel. I am off too. Who are you? I am no one of any importance, but my name is Zotham, and some call me the Penitent. Penitent? I was once a vile grave robber, the lowest of the low. Years ago, I sought to plunder the tomb of the Eaters, and set off to do so with a pair of confederates. I watched both of them die, slain by ancient artifice and entombed with the ancient dead. I would have shared their fate, but for a coterie of Mapango nesting in the catacombs. They kept me safe and fed me while I treated my wounds. It is in their honor that I seek a credo now. Mapango? Mapango are plated, digging creatures whose armor scales glow a pale white. They are contemplative, sociable, and mostly peaceful. They commune with ancient objects, which is why a coterie of their kind lives in the tomb of the Eaters. They are patient even with rough-hewn wanderers such as we. But it's still not best to ask one to explain their credo. I'd like to meet these Mapango. If you do find yourself in the tomb, the Mapango settlement is nestled in the wall to the northwest of the catacombs. The entrance is guarded by a chain turret named Vivira, brightly painted to distinguish them from their brethren. Resist your reflexive urge to fight or flee, as Vivira is friendly and open to parley. If you meet, tell him I sent you. Speak to a turret? I suppose I will. Live and drink. So, the Tomb of the Eaters, basically the ancient burial ground, is nearby here, and we will enter there sometime, just not right now. But we have a quest to go there now. What do you think of the plant you share this building with? I don't. I didn't know that was their answer. I'll absolutely love it. Let's see, you have data disk for Gaslight Chris and Plasma Grenade Mark III. Don't care for either of these. Okay. Anyways, we have completed the quest to secure the spindle, thanks to being super good friends with the Consortium of Phyta. And beyond that, let us head over to Gretgate, shall we, in order to turn in this quest. Where is the quest? Activate. We are transported. Alrighty. Welcome back to Gretgate. The comfy place. I like this music, it's really nice. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna prepare for the event that comes up soon. I'm gonna tell Ubu to stay here. I'm gonna tell Bardo to stay here, and I'm gonna tell Gnomo to stay there as well. I will be giving our friend, the big monkey friend, the fractured microchip, and maybe... Actually, yeah, I should give you the other stuff too. Haven't found... Oops, excuse me, I did not mean to break that wall. I haven't found any current reason. Who has the chairs? You do. I haven't found any current reason to go out of my way to tinker anything yet, but I feel like if I get some good modifiers for equipment, I will be trying to dip heavily into it. I've actually not done a whole lot of tinkering in my previous adventures, but I feel like giving good modify seems like a good idea. So, ooh, here you go. You get some extra metal folding chairs. And that's everything for now. Actually, I should give you an advanced toolkit, because these are very useful for you for tinkering. And I don't necessarily need it. Let's see. Do you have anything? Let me actually briefly check whether anybody has any interesting data disks. You have Ghostling Fangs, right? You never refreshed your stock, but you also have a bunch of tinkering parts if I wanted to buy them. Which I might want to do later. Are you Sparafusile? Yes, you are. Sparafusile not. He always has interesting ones. Flexi-weaved, the dodge value penalty is reduced on this item, which could be useful, I guess. Let's see. Displacer. When powered, this weapon randomly teleports its target 1 to 4 tiles away on a successful hit. That sounds annoying. Creates a musket. Plasma grenade. EMP grenade. Gravity grenade. Get those pesky critters out of the sky, I guess. And lacquered. Repels liquids and cannot rust. I'm not interested in any of these. That's alright. So, because I kinda sorta know what is coming up, what I'll be doing is I'm going to briefly tell you to come along. Come along. Come along. All of you, please move along with me. And this is not gonna be the most pleasant thing to do, but we need... sorry, I keep crashing into things. We need to ensure that the Barathromites are safe. And we will do so by lending our force. Monkey? Monkey! We actually switch screens and come back. There's a random ooze here. And it's slimy now. Great. Right. We're waiting here until monkeys arrive. Come on, friends. Where are you? Please come over. Alright. We're gonna post our monkey friends here. Even people who don't necessarily know what's gonna happen probably already have a pretty good idea. Oh, you can come over here as well, buddy. Then that's largely because, you know, you could say, oh, but you shouldn't be preparing for something that you don't even know is happening. In-game wise. But I distinctly will say that is probably not how you should play roguelikes in general. Because in roguelikes, your knowledge is one of your strongest ways of surviving. If you didn't use meta knowledge in order to know about all the creatures in the world of Cat, you wouldn't really survive. You could argue that my adventuring characters just get more and more advanced. Like it is kind of like an endless hedgehog... Well, not a hedgehog. What's the thing? Hedgehog Day? No, it is Hedgehog Day. Anyways, an endless Hedgehog Day for the character that I'm creating to just keep going through these cycles of revival and renewal. But... well... I suppose that would kind of involve all information, wouldn't it? Let's talk with Otho here. Have you secured the spindle yet? Yes, the spindle is ours. That is sterling news, journey friend. I'll go inform Barathrum straight away. Live and drink. Although I apologize if I... Ooh, Barathrumites increased reputation. 5,000 experience. Oh, I suppose our minions did not get experience. The whole compound rumbles around you. The walls creak, loose objects skid about, and dust is stirred up in iridescent clouds. Otho yells, Muftu, come back here! Okay. Hi. That rumbling. What was it? An explosion? What are you thinking, Otho? Great thoughts, Muftu. Listen to me now. Take this keycard, go to Ereshkigal's room, and... Oh, that's the mainframe, by the way. It's what she prefers to be called. Go to her room, access Ereshkigal, and scan the shales around the Enclave for anomalies. I've asked her to ready her sensors. Update me with what you learn. You may use the intercom in the northeast corner of Ereshkigal's room to deliver your update. Go quickly. I'd soon be disabused of my fears. I'll go now. We have a security card that we didn't have before. Alright, real quick what I'm gonna do. Two things. I would like to eat some things. Let's actually try to use the drop of nectar, just to see if I get the extra stats. Oh, I do get it! Lucky, +1 to all my stats. That is fantastic news. Well, I think I just get a little bit extra toughness, which is great. Anyways, let's cook something proper. Bear jerky for maximum HP and mirror dust to reflect damage, I guess. Or maybe phase silk for potentially phase abilities. Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. You eat a meal, plus 10% maximum HP, and whenever you take damage, there's a 15% chance you start phasing for 8 to 10 turns. Well, that, I guess, could be kind of a lucky get out of jail card. In the meantime, dominant creature on Ubu. Ubu is going to use lignin and starch to cook with. +1 to hit for the rest of the day, 15 quickness, and plus 30% natural healing rate. That's all I wanted to do. Now we go and sprint over to access the mainframe. The mainframe is right here, I think. Mainframe control panel. Interface. Sensor access granted. The thin world is open to you. What do you wish? Scan surroundings, Ereshkigal. Scanning. Intruders detected. I'm sounding alarms. I'm calculating probable attack radii. I'm displaying probable attack radii. Alright. Okay, we're gonna get attacked over on the west. This is not where I expected the attacks to be, because I always had them here on this entrance and down here, which is why I deposited the monkeys over there. We might actually lose our Tinker friend at this rate, especially if the other monkeys are not here. Also, this appears to be the stronger attack, so I suggest we're gonna be going and trying to clear up this one. I actually don't know if the bigger circles are a bigger attack. It might just be like a larger attack things. Anyways, where's the intercom? He said something in the northeast of the room is where the intercom is. Is this the intercom? Mainframe control panel. Interface. We can activate chain laser emplacements. We can activate Rodanis, and we can overclock the chrome links, plus 10 quickness. Right, we have 208 amps available for what we're doing. Activating chain laser emplacements requires us to go to the lasers, so I will need to go to lasers and activate them. I'm gonna overclock the chrome links once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So they basically have plus 40% quickness, and they're gonna attack much more quickly now. I will be sprinting over to the east. Where is the talk button? Fusion power station? No. I wanted to talk to Otho. He said this was somewhere in the northeast of the room. Maybe I misremember. Anyways, I need to run over to my monkeys. Releasing adrenaline for extra quickness for now. And tell them all to come over, because I positioned you guys in the wrong location. They are gonna run over to their monkey master. Probably anyways. Because that is who they are attached to. Okay, one of those just teleported because they can. I think I got all of them now. Okay, I'm gonna go south. And I would like to activate the chain laser emplacements on the west. I'm going to leave my... shock troop on this side, dealing with whatever is arriving here. I'm gonna talk to him. It's as I feared, Moftu. Gridgate is being assailed. The Putus Templar must have followed you back from Omonport. Let us use the precious little time we have before they arrive and prepare our defenses. What can I do? With the chrome keycard I gave you, we now have access to our power grid. There are chain laser emplacements and force projectors across the Enclave. Use Ereshkigal's reconnaissance to decide which defenses to enable. You can also broadcast an overclock command or activate Rodani's Y by interfacing with Ereshkigal. Be mindful of the amperage drawn. If you overdraw the grid, you could cause brownouts. Act quickly, Moftu. The Templar near us. The Templar near us even as we speak. Okay. There are 2 chain lasers I want to activate right here. Activate. This is 50 amps. Recognizes my security card, and this one as well. Activate. I'm just really worried that Dardy is going to be in huge trouble. I like my chef. I hope the monkeys are going to be able to hold back the storm for when we come over there. Who is going to survive here is going to be, well, very insecure. I hope I'm gonna be surviving, but no, that is not guaranteed either, I will say. Alright. I'm gonna let you guys come along, so I don't have to tell you that later. And you guys may just stay here, I think, until the attack. The monkeys are rushing over into the other room. And I think I'm just waiting here until it happens. We have 18.2 amps to work with, but I have no idea how we could use more. I wonder if you can actually create or pack some more fusion power stations and add them to the electrical grid for even more power, like prepare better as a tinkerer. I've never tried that. Anyways, this is always really tense to me personally because I don't really know what's happening. Well, that's not true. I know what's happening, but it seems to be very different each time. Can I prepare anything else? Not really. I'm just gonna wait until they arrive. When they rounds. You have received a request. Call to arms. The ceiling collapses and rocks come pouring in. Oh boy. None have arrived over here. Okay. Time for us to get involved, I suppose. That was a ruse. They did not attack here. This is Etfree, Ostarian, Knight Commander of the Holy Temple. Oiled and brushed mail hang across her crooked spine and salient jaw. The color too was sucked out of her irises by her tangled lineage, and her wet rosy lips catch the light and toss it back across a sharp sneer. Her chest is exploded upward in emulation of her advanced peerage. Well, equipped with a full right plate mail, counterweighted, and the difficulties is impossible. My friends will probably beg to disagree, because they're just gonna swarm you. But let's see who else is here. There's a lot of green we see. Rodanis is not active because we didn't invest 100 points. I wonder whether that would actually be worthwhile. I've never actually managed to get Rodanis active because I think Ereshkigal tells you that you need to interface with Rodanis directly, but I wasn't able to last time I tried. Alrighty, domesticated dervish of the sightless way in war trance. The Gunner Knight Templar, also in war trance. Here we have a phylactery squire. Now I wish I had Sunder Mine so I could just snipe this guy, because what he's gonna do, he is going to open up a little box that makes a ghastly Putus Templar of legendary qualities arrive, and until you kill him, that guy is just gonna stick around. Alright friends, time to go. We go northwest. Protection broken. Oh no. Twinning lamprey. Okay, it's only twinning, not shining. We're gonna run over there. Oh, nope. Okay, more dudes arrived over here. Templar squires, so it actually was correct that they would arrive here. Let's take care of these guys right now. Ubu, hit this guy. Nice, that guy's just straight up dead. Implanted Banner Knight Templar. Oiled and brushed mail hang across a crooked spine. Oh, does that the same inscription? Not quite. She's saddled under the weight of the holy rhombus. I believe Banner Knights... Basically, any Putus Templar that sees a character hold the banner is in war trance, which probably means their stats are increased. I actually don't know what it exactly means. Anyways, we're gonna have you attack that Templar with the banner immediately. Ubu, you also go and help attack. I don't know where Bardo is. Okay, there's a bunch of them. Oh my goodness. So, what just happened here? I think they just threw a bunch of grenades at us. I'm on fire. I hope Dardy is going to stay away from things. I think it's time for Temporal Fugue. Okay, they also shot out fungicide grenades. I guess they just happened to have random grenades, did not know what they do and just shot them over. Okay, release adrenaline. And I'm going to put out the fire that I'm currently in. Actually, you know what? In order to put out the fire more quickly, I'm gonna pour... I should have done this before I summoned multiples of myself. Pour on myself. You usually need a bunch of, like, let's say 20 grams of water to put out the fire. Okay, the fire is just completely put out. Excellent. You guys are working pretty hard over there. Are you allowed to do aggressive? Yes. You attack this squire over here. I'm gonna take a step back, I guess. Right, the Banner Knight is gone. They are no longer under war trance. However, there is sleep gas or stun gas down there. Which one is it? Sleep gas. So we need to try and get ourselves around to the west with our party here. Probably through the fungicide. Okay, there's still 2 of these phylactery guys. Alright, Bardo. Pick. Okay, actually, these are not phylactery guys, right? Let me double check. This is a Templar Squire. Okay, these are trivial in terms of difficulty. They are terraful, wakeful, dazed. Okay, that's alright. Oh, by the way, one of those guys was astrally burdened, which means you cannot phase shift him, or teleportation against him has an increased chance of failing. Stuff like that. Let's head over to the west. Okay, we see that Bardo is knocked prone. He got knocked into the sleep. I'm gonna sprint towards Bardo. Southwest, south. And the monkeys are holding, but for how much longer? South, southeast, south, southwest. I'm trying to get Bardo out of there, which might be ill-advised. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and equip a ranged weapon here, so I can shoot things on the west side. Everything is burning over there, my goodness. What are you doing to this place? I can hardly see anything, which is probably the entire point of that attack, really. I need to stick to my friends here. They are the powerhouses of my troop. I am nothing without my minions. So I need to wait until they manage to clear up these enemies here. Bardo comes up, that's good. Somebody's shooting. Flaming Moth takes 1 damage from the fire. Which fire? Alright. There's Aidanary Lusamon somewhere. Which presumably, I think is this guy? Yeah, alrighty. This is the Wraith. Basically, he is being summoned by this guy all the way in the northwest, so trying to get to him might be difficult. And I don't see Dardy. I hope he's okay, but there's a high chance he might just be no longer. I hope he managed to run away somehow. Alright. I have 2 of my companions over here, and no more comes over as well. Oh. Oof. There's a monkey at least got incinerated. Alrighty. I'm going to send Ubu. I'm gonna send you direct to attack this guy all the way in the northwest. Somebody needs to do it. And Ubu has increased quickness. I'm frozen. I would prefer if I wasn't frozen, but I'm probably gonna unthaw the next round. Who froze me? Hit me with an energy beam for 1 damage. Okay. It's very inconvenient. Alright, Bardo, you do not attack these twinning lampreys. Unless, actually, with a bit of luck, Bardo and... I cannot see. I want Bardo here to attack the twinning lamprey to the east of him. I cannot see where my X is. There it is. Attack the twinning lamprey, and Gnomo, you attack the twinning lamprey up there. With a bit of luck, they knock both of them out at the exact same time before they can replicate. I'm still frozen. 104. Okay, I'm no longer frozen. Alrighty, twinning lamprey is replicated. It's a futile effort to try and fight them for now, so I'm gonna try and just spook them by using Intimidate around me. They did not get intimidated. Did I get stunned, or why am I losing so many turns? I wish it wasn't so fiery. Okay. Ubu is almost made it to the Templar over there. I don't see their boss anywhere. It's just a Gunner Knight Templar. And this guy, what are you? A new father. Ah, the new father is the guy that has these little recruits with him, if I'm not mistaken. Well, best I can do is try to get these lampreys killed. Strange furniture broken. You know, I think the lamprey didn't replicate for now, so maybe if I get a really good hit in, it's dead. It is not dead, it's just running away. Alright, I'm gonna tell you to attack... Oh my god. I don't know why the game is doing this, by the way. Attack this guy. And... you also run over there. Attack this guy as well. Ignore the lampreys for now. Keep going west. Ah, there's the legendary guy. Alrighty. Normal. This guy. Attack him. Stun him so he cannot do anything whatsoever anymore. That is gonna be my objective here. Then... I think the Wraith Knight is dead, probably. I'm gonna let Ubu just do her thing over there. She's just gonna start cleaning them up. Where is Bardo? Bardo is frozen. How much longer are you frozen, friend? I don't know, but I can give you a blaze injector. Apply to Bardo. Wait. Oh. I phased back in. Oh, I phased out? Oh, because I got hit I phased out. Because I have a chance to phase out. I did not even notice that. Apply blaze injector to Bardo. Okay, he's no longer frozen. You guys can attack me. I don't really mind too much because I have good armor. No, Bardo. Attack. It's a big Templar enemy there. Get him. Flaming full right armor broken. Well, there's gonna be some equipment that gets destroyed. Hugo is just shooting that legendary Templar as well. You've discovered a way to conceal it, rest from extra dimensional watchers would know. How? Oh! Somebody berated me. Edfrey Ostarian shames you with her words. You know, I don't think I need to be shamed by you, because you're gonna be dead very soon. Noma, stop trying to fight the lamprey. We're gonna deal with it afterwards. Get the Templar. Gonna menacing stare her. And she resists becoming afraid. Okay, you guys are fighting over here. I'm actually gonna go over to the east for a second. Just keep moving. Okay, they're about to nuke the Templar. There does not appear to be anybody else aside from the twinning lampreys, and I have a plan. Alright, reputation with the Putus Templar sinks because their legendary wraith has fallen. Defend Crit has completed, but we're still there. Grave Thoughts, Conquest. Alrighty, so the big Templars are gone. Now, what I need to do is we need to deal with the twinning lampreys. The music is nice now, but there's still the lampreys that we need to deal with. Okay, the berate has worn off, which is why that's happening. With a bit of luck, our comrades will all bundle up on these twinning lampreys. But if you remember, one of these guys over here was astrally burdened. Where is it? So he probably had an armband that gave him that effect of being astrally burdened. I think it's this one. Let me go and pick up that trinket. And yes, an ontological anchor. It has a fidget cell. Let's replace the cell in there. Put the lava cell in there. So, ontological anchor you can use in two ways. One, you can equip it so enemies can no longer teleport you. Oh. Are they gone? Did you guys manage to do it? Okay, I think they managed to do it. Nice. Anyways, you can use the ontological anchor in two ways. One, you can just equip it and enemies have a reduced chance of being able to teleport you. So if I equip it right now, this is what happens. Also, I'm gonna deactivate it until I want it to be active, for that matter. That's one thing. The other way, what you can do with it, you can actually activate it and throw it on the ground, which will kind of make a little field of ontological anchoring around it, and that is how you can fight the twinning lampreys as well. Basically, you kill the one that is not in the field, and the one in the field will not be able to duplicate itself. Alrighty, I think unfortunately we lost at least Dardy and a bunch of monkeys, so this is by far the worst defense I've had so far, because so far, every time I did this quest, let me actually just rest until healed. So far, every time I did this quest, we were just absolutely destroying the main force at the entrance. They couldn't get anywhere, and then we just picked up the stragglers afterwards. Unfortunately, they decided to head over here and knock down Dardy. I think I should have defended the bigger attack point first and then picked up the stragglers, because I figured the stragglers could be rather dangerous, but turns out they were not really. I'm gonna wait until the cloud clears and the defoliant grenade is gone. Why did they throw defoliant? Actually, I wonder whether the defoliant grenade actually is good against Ubu, because she is technically a plant now, I guess. Alrighty. Good news is our Tinker friend is still alive. He is fine, although he did seem to get damaged quite a bit and also got involved in combat, and moving him back to his homestead, where I will leave him. I think all of the monkeys died. No. Oh, that's terrible news. Also terrible news. It's not an ontological anchor. Well, maybe Darty made it. I should check whether there's... That's a human corpse. Flamethrower? Who has a flamethrower? Flake armor? Flake armor is really heavy, by the way. It's not a human corpse. These are not bear corpses. But there is ashes here. Let me just give you all these items. Bullerite, or flake armor in general, is generally really, really heavy, so I'm not sure it's worth picking that up or selling, but might as well just make the best out of a bad situation. Some large boulders over there. Bunch of extra equipment. Pick up this, pick up this. Overburden the skin, as you would expect. We also found some strange tubes. What is this? Grenade launcher. Right. I guess we haven't had one of those until now. Well, last time I recruited the monkeys after that attack, so I just had a nice line of monkeys for whenever I came back here. But I fear that is no longer going to be a pleasant sight to return to, I guess. It's just gonna be no more monkeys. Aside from that one that survived. Carbide sword. Hyper tractor. I think this one basically just removes the ability for enemies to fly if you hit them. I'm actually not sure. There's a lot of things I don't know. Polarized shield. Polarized shield, is that better? I think that's better than what I have. Yeah, 5 defense whenever you shield with it, so might as well equip that. I have no qualms about using the items of my fallen enemies. Hyper tractor. There's another set of dudes here. Grabbed all the items apparently. There's more here. Polarized armor. I'm gonna leave the armor here. The banner of the Holy Rhombus. Okay. 271. Did you just repair this? I think you just repaired that. Stun rod and the fidget cell. Fidget cells have so little charge that I don't tend to use them. Grab the sword. There's another carbide sword I would like to have. Another banner. I might actually be cleaning up these things over here sometime in between episodes, just as a heads up. Because, unfortunately, the bears never actually go and clean up anything if you, well, don't do it yourself. So, I guess that could be considered our job. Weird artifacts. Optical techno scanner. Oh, there was a... Oops. There was a cyborg among them. I broke it. Flashbang grenades. Normality grass grenades. Actually, somebody had a ton of grenades. We might have knocked them out before. Oops, they could do much about it. Fungicide grenade. That's a lot of grenades. Hi, I would like to give you items to hold. It's kind of large lit. There's another weird artifact in this rocket launcher. Unload. What is that then? I thought we already knew rockets. You can put grenades into the rocket launcher? I had no idea, actually. Maybe that's a more reliable way to shoot those things. Also, I recently learned that you can put the injectors, like the love injector that you want to use on enemies, into dart guns. Which I also was not aware until recently. Okay. Picked up most of the valuable things. Let's go and talk to Otho. Take stock as to who might still be around. Journey friend, you have my deepest gratitude. Few humans could have defended Gritgate so deftly. Now give me time to assess our losses and consult with Barathrum. Return soon. Live and drink, Otho. The assessment. Well, I'm just gonna let him assess the damages. My vibro capeche keeps buzzing and I'm not sure why. Is it because it's slime stained? Let me clean, I guess. No, it still keeps buzzing. I don't know why. No idea what the vibro capeche is trying to tell me. But I don't see a Dardy on the west. Moth 2, I've assessed the losses we suffered in the attack. 7 robots perished, no books were burned, no bookshelves were destroyed, 4 crops were ruined, 10 gadgets were shattered and 7 pieces of furniture were destroyed. Much was lost, but such is what I expected. Once again, thank you for your efforts, Moftu. We didn't lose a person. Thank you for the update, Otho. 10,000 experience. Regain level 25, and my genome enters an excited state. Would I like to spend 4 mutation points to buy a mutation before rapidly mutating? Yes, I would like to. Okay, we can get a few things here. For the synthetic skin, kind of like Ubu, we could get extra quickness and regeneration rate, which would be pretty decent, honestly. We could get disintegration, which is really strong. Overall. But I'm just worried that if I use Temporal Fugue, I don't know if disintegration hits allies. At least I think... It would give me a way to deal damage. I think I should pick it. Worst case scenario, you can no longer use Temporal Fugue. I gain disintegration. Alright, we are rapidly advancing. Probably burrowing claws, honestly. It would be nice to burrow through matter a little bit more easily. Alternatively, I do use adrenal control quite frequently, and 2-hearted will give me more maximum HP. I'm still going with burrowing claws. We are now loved by the Barathromites. Furthermore, I spoke with Barathrum. He praised your handling of the Earl of Amonporch, and he thanks you for the bravery you exhibited in defending Gridgate. The attack today reminds us, for too long have we put our faith in the isolation of our guild and the preoccupations of the Putus Templar. The looming threat of another attack impels Barathrum to accelerate his plans, and with them, your position in our guild. You are raised to disciple, friend. Barathrum wishes to speak with you immediately. He wishes to speak with me? Barathrum himself? You are promoted to rank of disciple. Yes, disciple. Take this key and follow the stairs down to his study. He awaits. Thank you, Otho. Sweet. And we leveled up. I wonder if any of my buddies leveled up too. Where is... Oh, right. I still told you to stay where you are because I forgot to... No? Oh, are you overburdened? I think I overburdened you, didn't I? That kind of sounds like something I would do. You know what? Let's just grab the full right flak armor and give them over to Ubu to hold for now. Full right is so heavy. We overburdened Ubu as well. Hi. Can you hold all of them without going overburdened? Nope. But where is Darty? Oh no. He didn't mention anybody dying, did he? Did I miss it? Because Darty is not here. Oh no. I was happy for a moment, thinking that Darty might have just been not there, but oh well. By the way, I just moved Bardo by swapping positions over and over again, so I could move him over here next to Q-Girl, who has a bunch of gems for sale, so I'm gonna trade the flak armor in for... I guess I'm not trading any gems, huh? I thought I would, but she does not. I'm gonna buy the implants just because the... No, I'm not. The gyre iron is also part. Gurgling fangs. Can you repair these artifacts for me? Thank you. Repair this one too. Identified, please. It's a gravity grenade Mark II, and this one is a stun grace grenade Mark II. Okay, I guess we're just gonna keep some of the full right armor. Okay, and get a bunch of water instead. Okay, Can you carry 2 of these armors? I'm overburdened. Well, I mean, that makes sense because I have a lot of water on me right now. Okay, we can all move. Good. Oh, no, but Dardy still died. Ah. Also, I've never seen this room inside here before. Are we allowed to open this? Ah, okay. So we're not allowed to take them, but we are allowed to read the books in there, I think. A red egg has a key. Modular moonstairs and the Tree of Life. That's an interesting one. Star Apple Jam, the profanity of grilling. 1 serving of Star Apple Jam and 1 bear jerky. Plus 8 to 12 saves versus bleeding and 10 to 15% max HP. Okay, we learned a new recipe. Nothing in here, and Hindran Way. Okay. Let us go to Barathrum. See what he has to say. Wish my Vibro Cup would stop doing the weird thing. Unequip and equip it again. Maybe it stops. It doesn't. Hello. Oops, I meant to look at him. Barathrum the Old. The absurd greebling of age has caused an extra patch of quills to grow where every one of Quillroot had been. So the hunching back of the eldest Archbear is now meadowed in white needles of every direction and length. He seems a world in one. A spine crumpled by a chiliad of year still holds a posture of fairness and knowing. Interred beneath scarps and wrinkled skin, his eyes smoldered to the horizon like dying suns. Loved by the Barathrumites, admired for Swine for inventing the Barathrum clock, admired by the villagers Subeppa for inventing the Astrolabe, I don't know what that is, and hated by the Putus Temple for serving as a counterexample to the tenets of their orthodoxy. Come closer, nestling. Let me look upon your countenance. You are so old. So I am, nestling. For a millennium now, I've watched the river of time turn the gears of God. I even played my part in diverting the river where I could. Oh, but there have been so many players through the years, so many players. And before cut, beyond the 10,000 years, or 1,000 years? Little do I remember now, for I was but a cub, a nestling when my kin and I crossed the Om's Delta into Gut. We were urged on by the flooding of a glacial river that flowed through the Hearth Cave. The world was just unthawing then, and I recall the roar of the freezing water as it rushed through the grotto, and the frigid spray on my face as I watched in awe. Well, I have more to ask, Barathrum. What can I offer, nestling? Otho said you wish to speak with me. I do. Your service to the guild has been laudable, disciple. You braved the vaporous depths of Bethesda Susa, and decoded the signal. You secured the spindle grounds and handled the self-appointed Earl, and perhaps most materially, you defended our enclave from the Putus Templar. Since you returned from Bethesda, you've no doubt wondered at the signal's contents. Verily, I hid them to shield you from the weight of the truth. Only Otho, Q-Girl, and I bear that burden. But circumstances have changed. The river of time powers the gear train of our schemes and devices, and it rushes forth. From here, I must share the burden, you must know. What is it? Where does the signal come from, and what does it say? The signal is a beacon of welcoming, and it originates from the top of the spindle. And what is the spindle, truly? The beacon confirmed my hypothesis. The spindle is an elevator, engineered by the Eaters to convey freight to and from the vault of heaven. You see, nestling, the earliest aurora of our past, the Eaters of the earth were joined by a great coven of beings that spanned the firmament. But the Eaters succumbed to some terrible temptation, and an injunction was placed on our world. Since then, the stars were silent to us, and our world was left to molder and decay. But something changed. The signal affirms that an entity roosts atop the spindle and invites us to join it. Dare I say, is the injunction at the end? It's too early to tell, but alas, there could be hope for our world. And what now? I intend to ascend the spindle and answer the call, disciple. My protege, Q-Girl, has designed a climber for the ascent. We intended to construct it piecewise at the Enclave and the site itself, but the engineering feat exceeds even our capacity. With time, I am confident we could accomplish it, but the Puta's Templar rob us of our patience. We need to act now, and so as loath as I am to admit it, we need Pax Clank. Who is Pax Clank? Pax Clank is an eccentric mushroom prodigy. All their faults aside, they are brilliant. They are a brilliant scientist and engineer, and I have little doubt that they could build the climber faster than we could. Several years have passed since we were last in contact, but they owe us a debt, and we must now collect. Unfortunately, no one knows Pax Clank's whereabouts. Through contacts I made over the years, I inquired as to their location. The most I was able to garner were these enigmatic instructions. Seek the heart of the rainbow, eat the god's flesh, and follow the coral path. Alright, continue listening. I must ask you to decipher this enigma, find Pax Clank, and convince them to construct the climber. Remind Pax of the debt they owe us. It strikes me as likely for this rainbow to refer to the Rainbow Wood, where Pax Clank's kins consort, so I suggest you start there. Well, I will find Pax Clank and deliver Q-Girl's design. As I had hoped, disciple. First, speak with Q-Girl. She'll hand over her design. I await your return. Live and drink, Barathrum. Also, your thirst is mine, my water is yours. We are now only disliked by swine, and the villagers of Sebapa like us a bit more than before. The Puta's Templars even less. Who would have thought? Oh, he teaches tinkering. I thought it was somebody. Also, do you have secrets? The location of Cabal, the location of Silver Biped. Sure, let's learn tinkering. This way I should hopefully be able to assess tinkering parts more easily in the future. He can also teach us the item mod Electrified, which I believe all modifications should be shared with our monkey friend, so he should be able to learn Electrified. I don't actually know what the Electrified mod does. Craft Eigen Pistols? Wait, how many things can you teach me to craft? We have a lot of Barathramite reputation to work with. Programmable recoilers? How much further does it go? Okay, that appears to be everything. We could inquire about secrets, but I think that is okay. Anyways, welcome to the big old Barathram. And there's actually something else over here I would like to share. There's Crime and Punishment. We can read it. The ink is faded beyond legibility. Never mind, we cannot read it. And there is Euclid. A plant. The climbing vine curls tight about Witchwood stake. A noggin of knotted tendrils bounce to and fro, keeping time with the movement of nearby creatures and objects. Its ears perk at the sound of language, and it flicks leaves against the stake to mimic phrases it heard uttered centuries ago. It's a parrot plant. Thip, 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 thip. You are Moon King. I feel I'd rather not talk. Gas is too vulgar. Have a look around you for yourself. Peace to all who center his handwriting. Oh, counter. He has nothing to trade. And he just says random things. It's kind of fun. Anyways, that's kind of this quest complete for now, I suppose. Much was lost. No, wait, he's here. Dardy, you survived. Death to all subjugators who dare face us. About the workshop. Dardy addresses you without looking up from his many workspaces, many of which billow smoke, steam, and such. Have you ever met Pax Clank? I have visited the Rainbow Wood once, but There I sampled an array of strange foods, one of which allowed me an unusual lens through which to view the world. It was nothing like I had ever experienced, and I imagined such wondrous recipes. I wrote them all down as best as I could, of course. Sadly, once I returned to my ordinary frame of reference, my scribblings proved impossible to read. So it goes. Wait, I just missed him in the list. What? Okay, I'm happy. Alright, that's fine. Nice. Anyways, this was the invasion of Barathum complete. Again, I think what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to be cleaning up the mess that is here. Probably just pick up all the corpses, stuff them into one of my minions, and then sell them to random shops just so they disappear. I don't know how you can clean up blood. I guess I can literally just pick it up in a canteen and get rid of liquid that way. Anyways, some householding to be done. There's absolutely no reason to do this aside from me just wanting this place to be a little bit more clean than it is before. We survived. Everybody survived. Well, aside from some of the Chromlings, but I suppose they did what they were supposed to do. And ashes remain. Of our enemies, and not much more. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully until later and some other time. Take care. And I just realized as to why the thing keeps clicking. Because I'm astrally born. I thought I deactivated the ontological anchor. Okay, no. This is why the ceremonial vibrocopesh bust all the time. Yeah, now it's normal. Okay. I didn't realize that was ontologically anchored. Or a problem with it anyways. Okay, thank you so much for watching and take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.